Yeah, well, we've got a cold start to what will be a snowy day. Clouds moving across Utah. Snow still off to our west, but it'll move in later this morning, hopefully after the morning commute is over. Big story right now is what it feels like 19 in Salt Lake, but a wind chill of 9 degrees. It's 4 in Evanston, 12 in Hanksville, 32 degrees in St. George. So for a lot of you, it feels about like it did yesterday. But today we are going to be warming up with the southwesterly flow ahead of our approaching storm. In fact, could get very gusty over parts of western Utah, as well as farther north in Tooele and Rush valleys. Now again, that's out ahead of this system that's off the coast of California, tapping into a lot of moisture that's already pounding the coast. That moves into Utah and streams in beginning today and all the way into Saturday afternoon, which is why we're expecting a lot of snow to be piling up in the mountains and even some in the valleys. Now today we'll make it up near 40 in Salt Lake, which is still below average for this time of year, but it's about 10 degrees higher than yesterday. Low 30s in Park City, 40s in a lot of the central valleys, and in St. George you'll peak at 46 as well. Now initially it looks like precipitation will begin in southwest Utah later this morning and then be spreading north and east across the state. Initially coming down as snow because it's so cold, but then as it warms up it could change over to some rain, a rain-snow mix in the valleys, becoming rain entirely on Saturday in the valleys with heavy mountain snow continuing, and changing back over to some snow by Saturday in the valleys as it gets colder again. So as temperatures go up and down, that's going to affect the precipitation type. Now expected snowfall of 8 to 14 inches along the Wasatch Back. The Park City area might get up to 18 inches. These totals are actually 3-day snow totals. That's why they're so high. There could be a foot or two in the northern and central mountains, possibly even more than that, close to 3 feet in the Cottonwoods and Bear River Range. Southern mountains could have 10 to 20 inches. Near Brian Head, there could be up to 3 feet and several inches potentially in the Bryce Canyon area. Now down in the valleys, minor accumulations are possible in the south. Again, it depends on when that changeover to rain happens. But northern valleys will in general get 1 to 3 inches, but we might get a little more than that over western and southern Salt Lake valleys. Several inches on the benches, as well as potentially southwest Wyoming, Uinta Basin, and parts of south central Utah. So wet weather in St. George through Valentine's Day, but President's Day weekend looking good, becoming sunny on Saturday, partly cloudy by the end of the weekend, and near 60 on the holiday itself. And in Salt Lake City, snow could change over to rain even by this evening. It'll be rainy tomorrow and then change back over to snow on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. Things taper off, but the next storm could bring more wet weather Sunday night into President's Day.